My name is Joanna Soh and this is my life in pictures. I grew up in Malaysia in a small town called Terengganu, which is located in Southeast Asia and most well known for its beautiful beaches and islands. My parents met, got married, and they had my brother. 2 years later, they brought me into this world on the 22nd of September. When my parents had me, everyone around them thought they had given birth to another baby boy because I had very little hair up till 5 years old. I guess that's the reason for my mom to dress and doll me up just so I would look like a little girl. My dad owns a small local furniture shop and my mom was a primary school teacher. My dad is a pet lover and growing up, we had many dogs in our home. There was once where we had up to 10 dogs, but of course we had to give them away. Our time together has always been with nature. We would swim in the river or beach, go camping together, and basically just to experience the traditional life of my town. Growing up, my parents had very little, but they have always worked very hard to give us the best of what they can. My mom would get us involved with dancing and acting performances in our local church, and she would save up and send us for piano lessons. It has always been her dream to play the piano, but she just did not have the privilege to as a child. So she wanted to provide us with as many different opportunities as possible. So as a teen, I played the keyboards, guitar, and bass in my church. I was a right tomboy then, and I still am in a way. My mom has always dreamt of graduating with a degree, but with the lack of funding, she couldn't afford to further her studies. That, however, never stopped her. With the monthly savings that she made as a teacher and with my father's support, she pursued law through distant learning and eventually graduated. It was a challenging path for our family, especially being Asian. Most Asians' mentality is that once you're married, as a woman, it is your duty to care for your family and, in a way, to leave all your dreams behind. So she didn't receive much support from her friends and external family members. When she finally graduated, we went to London together for her graduation and to visit other parts of Europe. That was my family's first vacation together abroad. My parents only had enough savings to pay for the air tickets, accommodation, and food. So all the winter clothing were borrowed from other family members. Notice the oversized jackets my brother and I had on? One thing my mom has taught me is never be afraid to dream and it's never too late to pursue your dreams. When opportunities do not come your way, make your own path and create your own opportunities. I am extremely proud of her. Following in my parents' footsteps, I have always been adventurous and seek to learn and experience as much as I can in life. So at the age of 15, I went to Japan under a student exchange program, where I experienced the Japanese culture for 3 weeks with 2 lovely host families. I went to their school, met the town's mayor, wore a kimono, and even gave my first Japanese speech. Since then, I aim to visit one new country every year and to keep discovering the beautiful world around me. One of the unforgettable adventures was my first bungee jump in New Zealand. I chickened out and the instructor had to push me off the cliff. It was extremely terrifying for me. Would I do it again? Probably in 10 years' time or never. In high school, I had 3 best girlfriends. We would pretty much do everything together. I was enrolled in the science classes because in Malaysia, studying science is deemed to have a more promising future. I was never really interested in the subjects, and so my only drive to go to school was because of my involvement in my school drama team. That's the only thing I really look forward to every day. So when I graduated from high school, I knew I wanted to pursue performing arts. The people around me hugely discouraged me and consider it to be a waste of my career because I graduated with pretty good results. You were taught to study hard, to be a doctor, lawyer, accountant, engineer, basically the typical jobs that most Asians called secure and highly respected. I went against the norm and enrolled to pursue theatre and film instead. I was blessed to have the full support from both my parents to pursue what I wanted, because most of my friends had to study what their parents thought was best for them and not what they truly wanted. So at the age of 17, I left my town to go to college in the capital of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. It's always a dream for someone who's from a small town to go to a big city. I met a new group of friends, started discovering myself even more, and did many different things. I did modeling, film acting, theatre acting, but one thing that would change my life forever was when I started going to the gym because I was called pleasantly plump. And eventually I enrolled to be certified as a personal trainer whilst still in college. I then started training with Fitness First Malaysia and eventually resigned when I enrolled to further my degree in the UK. This was another big step in my life to leave everyone I knew behind to go to an unknown place. I had no idea what my future lies for me, but I felt the need to expand, to learn and to experience more. So as I was searching and praying, something inside me told me that I should go to the UK to complete my degree and start there. I have always listened to my gut feelings and have faith that everything would work out for the best. My parents did not have the full fund to support my studies to the UK. It was expensive as our Malaysian currency is very low. £1 equals 5 ringgit, so that's 5 times the amount of everything. So we applied for a local scholarship, having faith that I would be accepted if it's meant for me to go to the UK, which I did, yes! And with some money saved up from my personal training, I flew there on September 2010. In the UK, I worked part-time as a fitness instructor to partially support myself and eventually graduated. After graduation, the dream was to go to London and get a job in TV production, which I did. I applied for a job as a TV producer and worked in London for 9 months, but it wasn't as rewarding because I felt the need to connect with people, which is why I love fitness training. I can't really remember how I stumbled upon the idea of filming YouTube videos, but I remember telling my mom that I would like a video camera for my birthday and that I would start filming my workout videos and post them online. My mom had no idea how it would work, neither did I. All I knew was that I had to connect with all of you around the world and to share my passion for healthy living. I knew how to film and edit, so why not take this risk? I thought to myself, what do I have to lose? Do I want to stay stuck in a job and environment I don't enjoy just to survive? Or would I take this risk and go on this adventure and see where it will lead me? So I told my mom to give me 1 year to make this work, and as always, my parents have been very supportive in my decisions. I quit my job, took the courage to film, edited, posted and shared my very first workout video on the 28th of February. I remember being really nervous, and I still am, to see the response that I'll get. Obviously, no one knew about me or my videos, but I just kept going, having faith that eventually I'll be able to share my personal fitness and life journey with all of you. I strive to improve myself, learn from the feedbacks I received, and most importantly, to connect with all of you personally. I would spend hours, sometimes even up to 8 hours, just sitting in front of my laptop, replying to all your comments. As much as I am sharing my life, fitness journey and knowledge with you, I am learning and discovering even more about myself through all your comments, questions, encouragements, and love. My life is always changing and evolving, so it is very important for us to count our blessings every day. One thing I know is that I love making videos to inspire and connect with all of you. This is just the beginning of my new chapter, and this is something I'll keep doing. I am blessed with a family that supports my dreams and decisions. Even when I do not know what I'm doing or when others discourage me, my parents have always taught me to pray, trust in your instincts, and have faith that life will guide you to your purpose. And now I have you guys. No matter where you're at in your life right now, never stop learning, discovering, and most importantly, to take charge of your emotions and life. You are the creator of your own destiny. I love you guys.